Hello. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Dahruk, Daniel, Omar Zaini, Peter, Summer, Yusuf, Jana, Yauta, and Mirna. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Morning, Mirna. Maya. Luigi. I'm just admitting the people who asked to admit to be admitted. Sorry, Farah. Okay. Now we have 13 students. Okay, guys, last week we started opinion essay, and today we're going to complete it. Now I have in the room with me Ahmed Dahroub, Daniel, Farah, Luigi, Naya, Mirna, Nada, Omar, Peter, Summer, Yauta, and Jana and Yusuf. Somebody wants to enter. Kareem, Hania. Okay. Abdul, Jamal. Okay.
Sorry.
Morning. Okay. Luigi wants to say something. Go ahead, Luigi.
Mister, do we have a quiz on Tuesday?
Do you have what?
A quiz on Tuesday.
Yes, a vocab quiz, right?
On the schedule, it's written writing. So it's a vocab or an essay.
So I think we have Wednesday and Tuesday. One on Wednesday and one on Tuesday, as far as I remember. Okay.
Yes. The quiz on Tuesday. It's writing.
Yeah, we'll do an opinion essay. We are explaining opinion essay today. Tuesday, if it's Tuesday, because you have one on Tuesday and one on Wednesday. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't remember which is which. But if it's writing on Tuesday, you write an opinion essay. If it's
you write an essay for a quiz.
Excuse me. Ahmed again.
We will write an essay for the quiz.
From what?
هنكتب essay عشان quiz.
You write it, yes. You write it from the time of the session. You'll be given a session about 40 minutes to write an essay, okay? Like the essay we are explaining now. As for the vocab, I gave you just 10 vocab items in vowels, remember? 6 and 4, and I'll put them in a sheet for you, and then I'll ask you individually during the session, orally, okay? This is for the vocab quiz, okay? But we'll talk about this later.
That's in the book.
About this later. Somebody is saying something?
Before I wanted to say something.
Maya,
I was asking if it's only the vocab that's in the book.
One at a time, please. Maya first, huh? Your question,
I was
Maya?
asking if we will be tested on only the vocab that's in the book.
I'll put the 10 vocab items I told you about on a sheet, and then I'll post it to you on the Facebook page. Don't worry. But it's Wednesday, I think.
Okay.
Just 10 vocab items.
Okay.
Danielle, you want to ask about something? Go ahead.
Mr. Are you going to ask us about the vocab to
Sir?
define in a sentence?
No, I'll ask you about the meanings to give me the definitions and that's face to face in the session, sorry, online, orally. Okay. We'll post
Okay,
it.
Mr.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you wanted to ask about something?
Yes, Minna just wanted to inform you that the electric circus went off in her house, so she cannot attend the session.
Who?
Minna.
Minna is with us now. Minna is with us now. She has just joined. Okay. Minna Al-Mas, right?
Right, but I guess the electric circus came back, so.
She's in the room now. No problem. Okay. Can you see the screen?
مستر هو الأوبينيون essay ده IELTS ولا English؟
Yeah, about 250 words.
Can you repeat?
Like the one we're explaining now. Like the one we're explaining now.
I'm asking the opinion essay that we are taking.
The what?
Is it for اللي احنا بناخد the opinion essay that we are taking right now? Is it for the IELTS or for English?
I don't understand the question. It's an essay. Essay of essay. Okay? Don't relate it to IELTS or English. It's an opinion essay, and I want you to write an essay like the one you're studying now. Okay? Last week we started it. Any more question, guys? Before we start, so we have 20 students with us now. I have again Abdul Rashwan, Ahmed Matar, Ahmed Daharouk, Daniel, Farah, Jamal, Hania, Karim, Luji, Maya, Minna, Mirna, Nada, Omar, Peter, Samar, Shahd Ibrahim, Yauta, and Yusuf Mashali and Jana Sof. So we have 7 absentees now. 7 absentees. Last week we started opinion essay structure, and we explained that it should be 4 paragraphs. As you can see the layout in front of you, we have the introduction, and in the introduction we should write 3 sentences only. 3 sentences only. We don't need to write more than you are asked to do. In the first sentence we paraphrase the question as we explained earlier, and give your opinion in the second sentence, which we call the thesis statement or thesis sentence, in which you explain your opinion. And in the third sentence, or you can make items 2 and 3 one sentence, state 2 supporting reasons. You are going to state 2 supporting reasons for your opinion. You'll take this side or this side, and why, give 2 reasons, because these 2 reasons will be explained, 1 reason here in body paragraph 1 and 1 reason here in body paragraph 2. And in body paragraph 1, you must follow these steps. In the first sentence, write the topic sentence, your reason here. Outline the first reason for supporting this view. And in the second sentence, explains, elaborate more, explain this idea. And in the third sentence, just give an example. From your knowledge, from your experience about yourself. Okay, and the third paragraph, you explain the second reason. Which reason? We said here in the introduction, you state 2 reasons or 2 supporting reasons for your opinion. And we'll have examples for each single sentence, guys. Explanation, you explain it and give example. If again, you repeat the criteria here. In the embodied paragraph 1, you give the topic sentence, explain it, give example. Body paragraph 2, mention the topic sentence, the second reason, explain it and give example. And then in the conclusion, you summarize your opinion and key reasons. You summarize the introduction and body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 in the conclusion. So I need 4 paragraphs. If you want to make them 5, no problem. But 5 means you write here 3 reasons. Why do you think that way or follow this opinion? And we gave an example, if you remember, a big salary is much more important than job satisfaction. And we discussed this with you. Here we have 2 opinions. Some people prefer to get a big salary rather than get a job satisfaction. Do you agree or disagree? Or sometimes they say To what extent do you agree? Okay, give reasons. These are the ideas you're going to write again. Make sure you focus on 2 reasons, maximum 3. Discuss each reason in 1 separate paragraph. So you'll have 2 body paragraphs or 3 maximum for your answer, and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words, and remember, this is very important. Okay, 3 common mistakes. We discussed the mistakes. Not stating an opinion. So this is one of the mistakes most of the people make. You should state your opinion. I agree with this or that. Giving arguments for both views. Please choose one opinion and support it. 3, not supporting your opinion with clear reasons. You should give clear reasons, okay? And how to plan IELTS opinion essay. We said decide on your opinion. If you remember, I'll go for this reason or this reason and why. Here in this example, we go for job satisfaction rather than big salaries. Do you agree or disagree? This is the question again. So in this essay, the example essay we're having here, we go for, or we support the idea of job satisfaction is much more important than big salaries. Generate ideas. We talked about this before, and we have examples here. We said Uncle Barry boasted about, this is an example, boasted high salary, or boasted about high salary, but hated his job. Then he had nervous breakdown, lost his job, and he can't work. Another example for the second reason, me, from my own experience, I gave up teaching. Now I enjoy my work and I'm much more relaxed and happy, even though I earn much less money. The ideas here, you must generate some of the ideas and pick 2 of them. High salary jobs are generally more stressful. We agreed on this last time. Stress leads to ill health. When you are stressed, you get ill, both mentally and physically. 40 hours a week at work, 8 hours a day. This means 1/3 of the day. This is too much for a normal human being. Money doesn't bring happiness. Other ideas, better quality of life, sense of fulfillment, less stressed, healthier, and happier. Here, so the writer here chose 2 important ideas on which he's going to elaborate. High salary jobs are generally more stressful and can lead to ill health. This is the first reason or the first idea. This will be the topic sentence of body paragraph 1. And body paragraph 2 will discuss this idea. Job satisfaction gives a sense of fulfillment. So we're almost ready to start writing. We talked about the vocab. One advice here, one piece of advice here is not to repeat yourself. Don't keep repeating the same word. And you have the word job satisfaction. Don't keep repeating it. Paraphrase it, or high salary or big salary. Use other words to express the same idea. Don't keep saying big salaries are more important, but job satisfaction, big salaries, okay? Paraphrase it. How? Here we have 4 main words in the question. If you remember the question was, I want to go back to the question. Big salaries, I think, are much more important than job satisfaction. Before the word salary, we have the word income, we have the word wages, we have the word pay or earnings. These are 4 synonyms for the word salary. You can use either each time. Don't keep saying the same word again and again. This will make you lose some marks. The word important, we have significant, we have valued, we have essential, we have vital, we have crucial, we have has more meaning. It has more meaning. This means it's more important. The word job, we have the word work, we have the word employment, we have the word position, we have the word post, we have the word occupation, and so on. As for the word satisfaction, we have fulfillment, achievement, accomplishment, or sense of accomplishment. We have content, when you are happy with something or satisfied with something. We have the word or the expression sense of well-being. You feel okay. Okay, so this is the planning stage. You plan your essay by listing some of the synonyms of the most important vocab items in the introduction or in the question. This way you can use any expression anytime and not keep to one of them and repeat it again and again. So with that done, you have the ideas, the reasons, the examples, and the vocab synonyms. We can focus on the first paragraph of the essay, the introduction. I want someone to remind me again of the 3 sentences we need to write in the introduction. Who can remind me, guys, with the 3 sentences we need to write in the introduction? Put your hands up, please. The question again, what are the 3 sentences we need to write in the introduction?
You paraphrase the question.
This is Mirna. This is Maya. Okay, I asked you to put your hands up. Maya, sorry. Luigi raised her hand first. Sorry, Maya. Luigi.
Paraphrase the question, then write the 2 supporting reasons.
Before the 2 supporting reasons, in the middle, we need to write the thesis statement. What's the thesis statement? You mention your opinion. Are you with this opinion or with this opinion? You go for this or that. Okay? So again, thank you, Luigi. Again, in the first sentence, you paraphrase the question. In the second sentence, you write the state your opinion or the thesis sentence. In the third sentence, and we said you can make items 2 and 3 one sentence as you like. In the third sentence, we write 2 important reasons I can elaborate on later. Mirna, do you want to say something? Mirna?
No, I was raising my hand to answer the question you asked earlier.
Okay, thank you. Luigi answered it. Thank you, Mirna. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, Mirna, Luigi, and Yauta. How to write an introduction? The 3 things Luigi has just mentioned: paraphrased question, thesis statement, outline statement, which means the 2 reasons. An introduction should have 2 or 3 sentences, as we said, be from 40 to 60 words long, take 5 minutes to write. Yani you shouldn't spend more than 5 minutes to write the introduction. Paraphrase the question. This is the first sentence. Start your introduction by paraphrasing the question. The question is, a big salary is much more important than job satisfaction. Do you agree or disagree? I want you guys, we have the sentence in front of us. I want you guys to paraphrase the sentence in your own words. Who would like to paraphrase this sentence in his or her own words? Put your hands up, please. You have the sentence in front of you. I need your faces, please. You know, friends, that there are 10 marks for participation. Some people enter the room and never participate. Never participate. Then you deserve 0 in the participation mark. There are 10 marks out of 100 for participation. Some people participate all the time. Some people enter the room and go on sleeping.
Mister, can I didn't hear what you want.
Abdurrahman, put your hand up, please, if you want to say something. I have Nada. Go ahead, Nada.
Regarding a career, a larger wage is more vital than being satisfied with the job.
Good. or with your position or with your post. Okay, thank you. Another person, another participant. Thank you, Ned. Another participant, please. I want you to paraphrase the question. I need new faces, guys. The people who raise their hands are the same all the time. I have Nada, Merna, Abdurrahman. Okay, Abdurrahman. Peter, Abdurrahman.
Job satisfaction comes from a big salary.
Job satisfaction. Does what?
لا ثانية sorry.
Take your time. Rahman, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Job satisfaction. You have the question in front of you. A big salary is much.
I know. I understand, but I'm thinking.
Okay, take your time. I'll go back to you. Peter. Peter, can you paraphrase the question?
Is job satisfaction dependent on big salary, or is it just the quality of the job?
Why do you change it in a question? We needed a statement, not a question. It's a statement. A big salary is much more important than job satisfaction. Job satisfaction, guys, the pronunciation of the proper pronunciation of the word is satisfaction. Satisfaction. Okay? Thank you, Peter.
Okay.
Okay, Peter, go on.
Large amount of money is much more essential than job satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Okay. Peter says a large wage, we can say, or large wages. Large wages are much more essential. Can replace important with essential than job satisfaction. Use it as it is. Can I leave some of the words not paraphrased? Yes, but not every word. Don't copy the question and write it in the first sentence. This is wrong. Okay. I have some other people. I'll pick one. Omar Zaini.
A high salary is far more critical than work satisfaction.
Okay, Omar said a high salary, I think, is more critical.
It's far
more critical than high
work satisfaction.
Work satisfaction. Good. Okay. Thank you. That's enough. Let's look at the example the writer gives here. He says, or she says, it is argued that earning lots of money. This is a good way to start the first sentence. It is argued that, or it is thought that, it is believed that, people think that any expression like this, getting lots of money has more significance, much more important, has more significance to people than being content, than being happy or satisfied, content in their work and or job satisfaction. The writer here paraphrased it this way. Again, it is argued that earning lots of money has more significance to people than being content in their work, or how you said it is also correct. Note that I've used some of the synonyms I listed, although it's fine to repeat one or two words, maximum one or two words if you need to. For example, some people can paraphrase the word satisfaction, no problem, use it, but don't use the question as it is. You need to paraphrase it. Above all, your language must sound natural. Sentence 2, guys, we are dissecting the introduction. We're going sentence by sentence. We finished the first sentence. In the second sentence, in IELTS opinion essays, the thesis statement is where you state your opinion. For example, I remember that Nada last time, Nada and I think Hania went for job satisfaction. Can you state your opinion, Nada or Hania, if Hania can hear me? Hania, are you here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Can you give us your opinion in a sentence?
In a sentence, okay.
I think last time.
When looking for a job, yeah, okay. I wanted the job satisfaction. I thought it was more important.
Okay.
I can say when looking for a job, or when finding a job, being satisfied with your job is more important than the salary you'll be getting.
Okay,
Do
so
I need to say anything else?
okay, good. You need to add an expression or a transitional expression at the beginning to show that this is your opinion. I believe that, or my opinion is that, da da da. Okay. I think that, I believe that. Okay. Nada, can you give us another sentence for your opinion? Nada, can you hear me? Abdul Rahman, you're raising your hand. I'm not sure why. You forgot it. Raise. Type. Yauta wants to answer. Yauta?
Yes.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, large wages are more convenient for me. Should I say why?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so large wages particularly brings you all the items that satisfies you. For example, if you can buy a new house or a new car.
Okay, we don't need
things that might satisfy you other than.
Oda, thank you very much. You just state your opinion for this or for this. That's it. In the second sentence, you just state your opinion without giving any examples or explanation. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Sorry, I couldn't do my mic.
Okay, Nada, I just wanted you to say a sentence in which you explain your opinion or state your opinion. Can you, or are you ready? Because I remember last time you went for job satisfaction. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Take your time. So let's see the thesis statement the writer writes here. Yani simply, it's about 6 or 7 words. This essay totally agrees or disagrees with this idea or that idea. So the writer here, we agreed that the writer here will go like Nada and Hania for job satisfaction. The thesis statement here is this essay, you can follow this example, guys. This essay totally, completely disagrees with that statement, because the statement says that big salaries are much more important. So this essay totally disagrees with that statement. If you agree with it, you can say this essay totally agrees with that statement. Simply, it's a very simple sentence. You don't need to elaborate more or give examples. Let's move on to the next step. That's all you need to say here in this sentence. If you decided to agree with the statement, you would write this essay completely or totally agrees with that statement. The last sentence of the introduction, I'd like to remind you that we are still doing the introduction. عمر يعني بلاش الأسئلة دلوقتي, we can ask later. I'll answer you later, Amr. Thank you, Amr, and sorry. Outline statement. Finally, in the introduction, this is the last sentence of the introduction. You must outline the 2 main points. You are going to write about 2 main points in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. So you must outline them, summarize them, mention them in 1 sentence, ideas 1 and 2 above. That you'll cover in the rest of the essay. Do it in 1 sentence, or you can add them onto the end of the thesis statement if appropriate. And you can make the introduction 2 sentences or 3 sentences. Outline statement, here we have an example. We talked about stress that leads to illness, and people who have the strong fulfillment or sense of fulfillment or accomplishment. I believe that, this is the last sentence. I believe that people are increasingly concerned about the risk of stress-related ill health, frequently experienced by people in highly paid positions. Notice how the language is advanced language, guys, and they care more about feeling fulfilled at work. Here he mentioned the two ideas he mentioned earlier, the related to or stress-related ill health and how it affects people, and they care more about feeling fulfilled at work. That people care more about feeling accomplished or fulfilled at work. But this is the last sentence of the introduction. So let's bring the three elements of our introduction together. This is the introduction, which should be, if you remember, between 40 and 60 words. And it should take no more than 5 minutes, because all in all for this essay, you have 40 minutes. So if you have 5 minutes for planning and 5 minutes for introduction, you still have 30 minutes for the rest of the essay. It is argued these are the three sentences, but together, the three sentences we said earlier, it is argued that earning lots of money has more significance to people than being content in their work. This essay totally disagrees with the statement, sentence 2. I believe that people are increasingly concerned about the risk of stress-related ill health frequently experienced by people in highly paid positions. This is the first reason. And they care more about feeling fulfilled at work. This is the second reason. So this introduction achieved three important functions. It showed the examiner, when the examiner reads this introduction, he or she understands that you understand the question from the very beginning. It acts as a guide to the examiner as to what your essay is about. He understands which ideas you are going to elaborate on. And the introduction also helps to keep you focused. You mentioned 2 points. You need to be focused on them. It's not about the number of ideas you write in this or such essays, guys. It's not about the number of ideas. You need to focus on 2 ideas, explain them, give examples. Mention the idea, explain it, give examples. That's it. Okay? The 2 ideas in your introduction will become your 2 main body paragraphs, body paragraph 1 and 2. So let's move on to, we're done with the introduction now. It took almost 1 session, the introduction. So 3 sentences only, be focused, okay? Don't write as many ideas as you think of, because some people think that writing is a marathon and they keep writing whatever comes up to their mind. No, you should follow this plan. You should follow this plan and be focused. How to write main body paragraphs? The structure of a good main body paragraph has 3 parts, like the introduction. The first sentence should be the topic sentence, in which you state your reason. The second sentence, or you can make them 2, you explain your ideas. You can explain your idea in 1 sentence or 2. And the example, you can mention the example in 1 sentence or 2 also. That's it. Okay. If you can think of an example, am I supposed to lie here? Yes, lie. It's not a test of honesty. It's a test of English writing. So if you don't have a real example from your own knowledge or your own experience, make up any example. Think up any idea, okay, to support your opinion. You can add further supporting ideas, but we already have our 2 examples, so that's not an issue here. So if you can think of an example, the writer advises here you can add further supporting ideas, but we already have our 2 here. Yani if you can think of any example, my advice is try to make up any example. A common problem when writing main body paragraphs for IELTS opinion essays is having too many ideas. You don't need to have too many ideas. Again, we have already chosen the 2 ideas we are going to develop. Choose the 2 ideas you can write about better. So we are all set to start writing. You can see how important the planning stage is and how it made or makes it makes the actual writing of the essay far quicker and easier. Main body paragraph 1, you know what you're going to write about. You know that you're going to write a couple of sentences on the topic sentence summarizes the main idea of the paragraph. That's all it needs to do, so it doesn't have to be complicated. A very simple sentence. The topic sentence should be very clear. It plays an important role in ensuring that your ideas flow logically from one to another. It does this by acting as a signpost for what is to come next. We are talking about the first sentence of the body paragraph 1, the topic sentence. It should be as clear as you can. It should tell you or tell the reader what will come next in this paragraph. That is what the paragraph will be about. If the reader reads your topic sentence, the first sentence of the paragraph, he or she could understand or see what you are going to discuss in this paragraph. If you maintain a clear development of ideas throughout your essay, you will get high marks. Again, if you maintain, a clear development of ideas, your ideas flow logically, one after another, and the correct order, correct logic, you will get high marks for task achievement and cohesion and coherence. I will talk about this later. We'll now take the idea for our first main body paragraph and create our topic sentence. Remember the idea? Concern about the risk of stress-related ill health. People say that stressed people get ill. We said in brief, this is the first idea. People who are stressed at work get ill soon. And talking about my own career, many teachers die at young age because of the stress they see in their jobs, especially when it comes to dealing with lovely students like you angels. Okay, most of us die in their 40s or 50s. Thank you, I'm still alive. Okay, so concern about the risk of stress-related ill health. Topic sentence, this is the example the writer gives here. Employees earning a large income. Remember, we paraphrase the words, we don't repeat ourselves. Employees earning a large income instead of a big salary are generally under significant mental and emotional pressure to perform well and achieve targets. They are under significant mental and emotional pressure to perform well and achieve targets. This is the topic sentence of the second paragraph. Now we must write an explanation sentence. You need to explain this idea. You need to elaborate more on it. We can write one sentence or two in the explanation. This explains the examiner or explains to the examiner what we mean. It expands on our first idea. So you explain what do you mean in this sentence. I'm talking about the second sentence. This is the topic sentence, okay? Explanation sentence. So the explanation sentence explains the topic sentence. So the explanation sentence is, this causes many individuals to suffer high levels of stress, which can result in both mental and physical health problems. Again, this being after a big salary, this causes many individuals to suffer high levels of stress, which can result in both mental and physical health problems. And this sentence, we explain the topic sentence. This is the explanation. Finally, we add an example from your real life or from your knowledge, something you heard, something you read, something you watched, or from your own experience. If you can think of a real example, it's fine to make one up, as I said earlier, as long as it's believable. The examiner isn't going to check your facts, your honesty. Okay, so if you don't have an example, give an example from your own imagination. This happened to my uncle. This is the example the writer uses here. This is the